And so we caught no gun case, two died, and you know, my lawyer said, well, you know, I can make everything go away if it.
With the T.I. situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
What's good, RIZZLE fam? It's your boy Big Man. Boosie and T.I joined forces a little while ago when Charleston White attacked their sons. Those days seem to be over now because we got Boosie straight up smacking T.I for snitching on his cousin. Seems like the friendship that Boosie and T.I once nurtured is going down the tubes. If you're wondering what's going to happen with the album that the two recorded together and it's allegedly better than her loss, well, that's also history now. Yeah, Boosie is ready to ditch an entire album that he made alongside T.I simply because a video from T.I's podcast resurfaced online and convinced everyone that T.I is a snitch. But let's rewind just a little bit and see how this thing started in the first place. Okay, so T.I and Boosie Badazz used to kick it together a long time ago. They both made hip-hop tracks and they both about that life. But it wasn't until recently till the two linked up more than ever before. It all stemmed from an incident that took place a few months back. See, T.I and Boosie's kids, Tootie Raw and King Harris, they both dissed Charleston White online some time ago. If you thought that Charleston White wouldn't find out about it, well, you're wrong. Well, not only did he instantly find out about his name being put in the dirt, he lashed out at both of them and smacked their fathers for being poor parents as well. The whole drama escalated to the point of T.I even sending death threats. The smoke cleared, Boosie and T.I joined forces, but they both had nothing but hate for Charleston, and this was common ground for them to link up. One thing led to another, and they became close friends. Out of this friendship, a collaboration was born, and T.I and Boosie Badazz made an entire album together.
Me and T.I got an album on the way too.
What?
Yep.
Okay, so now you and Tip getting the studio vibe, and how's that going? Y'all sending them track back and forth, and y'all in the lab?
Back and forth.
However, with the recent news coming in, looks like that album's never gonna see the light of day. Why? Well, this is where the story gets a little bit complicated. Because recently there's been a video of T.I talking about a certain situation that happened way back with his cousin, and Boosie didn't like it one single bit. In fact, that video is the main reason why Boosie decided to cancel the album altogether. The video that Boosie and the internet saw and declared T.I to be a snitch right away is this one.
And so we caught no gun case, two died, and you know, my lawyer said, well, you know, I can make everything go away if it. That's the only time I done never said or gave no information about nobody.
As you can tell from the video, T.I basically said that he worked with the cops back in the day in order to clear his name from the gun charges that he faced. When he was around 17 or 18 years old, T.I got pulled over alongside his cousin too, and they had a bunch of clothes in the back of their truck that they were reselling. But amongst all the things that they had with them was a gun. Now, to the police, it was unclear who the gun belonged to at the time. Why? Well, because T.I immediately shut his mouth when he was asked questions, and he let his lawyer do the talking to the police for him. Unfortunately for Tip and his family, his cousin passed away before the trial even started. However, Tip's lawyer thought that this could be used as an angle in his trial. It was one way that his lawyer could make his gun charge go away. And that's exactly what T.I and his lawyer did. And that's the reason why he served very little time behind bars. Also, these charges were the reason why T.I had to do the famous Crime Stoppers video. It was all part of the deal that he made with the boys in blue.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIPS. Channel 2, community coverage. You can.
Now that you know exactly how things went down with Tip, we come back to Boosie Badazz and why he smacked T.I. After Boosie saw the video from T.I.'s podcast, one thing was clear as day to him. T.I is a rat. That's just how Boosie looks at things. If you did anything in order to work with the cops, you're a snitch, and there's no other way of looking at it. Boosie sticks to the old G code, and for him, there's no way that you can work with the cops or clear your name without being a snitch. This man faced death row, and he still kept his mouth shut. You don't forget easily about these things. Boosie knows the system very well because he's been in and out of jail multiple times. So Boosie simply had to come to T.I, and he did so in the latest meeting that he had with DJ Vlad. Vlad knew what question to ask, and it looked like Boosie knew he would be asked about Tip. When Vlad asked Boosie if T.I is a snitch, this is what he said.
With the T.I situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble. That means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
But just a few seconds later, Boosie goes on to speculate about why T.I. could have said what he said. Boosie thinks that T.I. could have been lying about the situation that took place with his cousin. That's why he went on to tell Vlad.
But I'm going to tell you like this. When I saw that, I think T.I. fucking lying. I think he went up there and just got the fucking talking. You think something happened at 18 years old, right? You gonna hold that in all them damn time? All this damn time for 20-something years, you gonna hold that in and it finally came out?
Boosie thought that T.I. was twisting the real truth for the sake of the media and public opinion. If you ask him, it's over now. Everything that the two worked for is ruined now. It's all Tip's fault. The album's never gonna come out.
No, because it ruined everything.
Because of that.
It ruined everything. I woke up with my motherfucking phone, everything full. My real fans like, Boosie, you the last one left. They like, you cannot put this album out. Like, you know, my uncle OG nigga called me. Nigga, that album ain't coming out.
Now, you could ask yourself if this T.I. story really adds up or not. You could venture deep into it and really separate the real from the fake. But knowing Boosie, even that wouldn't suffice too much because he's just built differently. Even if you had a bad rep surrounding your name, this man's not going to respect you. He holds his morals and always stands his ground. That's just what Boosie represents, and that's the way he does things. This is what earned him a lot of respect throughout the years and basically solidified all of his fans. If you're a Boosie fan once, then you're always going to remain a Boosie fan forever. No matter what comes his way, he sticks to his beliefs. Fans online wrote, "One thing I respect about Boosie is he always kept the same energy regardless of how you feel about him. You can't do nothing but respect it. Right or wrong, this man stands on principles and morals regardless of who you are. He's one of the last real ones we have left." And another comment said something similar with, "Respect to Boosie for standing up for what he believes no matter what the situation is or who it involves." Boosie's been in the game for a long time, yet nothing ever made him switch or become a different person. That's the reason why even DJ Academic spoke about Boosie during one of his recent streaming sessions, and he said this about Boosie.
Boosie has fans who literally look at him more than a musician, they look at him as the streets. And I was a little surprised he said this, because who knows, maybe a tape with him and T.I. could do a little something. But he's sticking to his integrity. It's not coming out. Even if he goes on some LGBTQ stuff and you might not agree or you think he's going too hard, you gotta respect Boosie's integrity.
And one of his fans summed up Boosie's character with one simply comment saying, "If keeping the same energy was a person, Boosie wild." It was always expected that Boosie would come a Tip in this fashion because he did the exact same when Birdman's mother, Terrence Gangsta Williams, was in the combo. Gangsta went through something similar with Tip. He also snitched on a dead person in order to free himself. If Boosie went off on Gangsta, he'd probably do the same with Tip. And to nobody's surprise, he did. What we have to ask right now, was it really worth it? An entire album with T.I. would have been fire, and the fans would have loved to hear it. Not to mention that all this probably means friendship between the two is over as well. But what y'all think? Did Boosie do the right thing or not? Is the friendship dead and gone, pun intended, or is there a way to recover from this one? Let us know what you think all about it in the comments section below. Click that like and subscribe button, and as always, remember to keep it real.